Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. My dear brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, this is a new lecture on al-fiqh. We are still on tahara, the purification. We reach to al-mashu ala al-khuffayn. Al-mash ala al-khuffayn. Al-mash means wiping. What is khuffayn? Khuffayn is a type of socks that used to be made even until nowadays, that is made from the skin of animals. Most of the time and always is made in the skin of animals. So what is the rules and regulation on those type of khuf? And also the socks, which type of socks can we use it? So we will come to in this lecture, inshallah. As it is a winter time, so it's important that people knows on this matter. والمسح على الخفين يقول الفصل والمسح على الخفين جائز بثلاثة شرائط. Wiping on the khuffain, the socks, are allowed by three rules and regulation. We must know of these three rules, then we can use and wipe on the socks. أن يبدأ لبسهما بعد كمال الطهارة. This is very important. That you use the masah. You wear the khuffain after you finish the wudu. You have to take a wudu first and finish the wudu 100%. Wash your feet right and left, and when you finish and you close the water, then you come back. This is the first. That when I say come back, i.e. you finished wudu 100%. i.e. first, for example, what means that you must take the wudu 100%. This is first rule. Second rule, وأن يكونا ساترين لمحل الغسل من القدمين. This is another important thing as well. That the khuffain that you wear, it must cover all the way up to your knees and ankles, and all the way up to your feet. The places that you wash your feet with in the wudu, it must be up. Comes up, not like some I have seen it nowadays. It's only under the feet. It's very small. It's like a quarter or nus. That is not acceptable. It has to be all your feet. The places of wudu must be covered with this. The mini ones, the small ones, that is very small and is the top of your feet is showing and is on under the feet only. Those are not acceptable. It has to be covering your feet 100%. وأن يكونا مما يمكن متابعة المشي عليهما. i.e. it must be the type of those type of khuffain that you can walk on it. i.e. if you want to go to the mosque, you can go with it if the mosque is nearby. If you want to go to somewhere nearby, you can go with it. i.e. it's strong enough, it's good enough that you can walk on it. So by these three rules and regulation, you can use the khuffain. And in here, that tells us some type of socks that the scholars, especially our scholars, they say some type of socks are not allowed to wipe your hand with it on it, because of that reason that you cannot walk with it. You cannot walk with it, go to somewhere with it. It is very thin that you cannot use it. That's why some scholars that we know, they say is not allowed on some type of socks that is very thin. So on these three rules, you can use the khuffain. It's important that we know this. That you must have fully done wudu, then wear them, and when you wear them, you must Make sure that it's covering all your feet. And the third thing is that you can walk on it. It's in the condition that you can walk on it is a good condition. وَيَمْسَحُ الْمُقِيمِ يَوْمًا وَلَيْلًا. Okay, now there's another topic on this matter. It is important. The timing, the mudda. And they say the mudda, the timing for masah. How long can we wipe our hand on it? For how long? Can you do it for a month, a week, or how long are we allowed to wipe our hand on this? وَيَمْسَحُ الْمُقِيمُ يَوْمًا وَلَيْلًا, i.e. someone that is in the city. Muqim is the person that is in the city, in his place. Someone in his place, he's allowed to use it and wipe your hand on it يوم وَلَيْلًا, i.e. one full day. One full day, which we will come to it, how we know one full day. It's not by 24 hours. It's not by some other ways. We will come to it in the ways that we can say it is one full day. One full day, you can use it. وَالْمُسَافِرُ ثَلَاثَةَ أَيَّامٍ بِلَيَالِهِنَّ. And also for the traveler, the person that is traveling, is 3 days and the 3 nights, he can use it as well. Then we know for someone is in the city is 1 day, and for someone is a traveler is 3 days. وابتداء المدة من حين يحدث بعد لبس الخفين. When the time starts, it tells us when the time starts. The time starts حين يحدث, when his wudu is invalid, when he breaks his wudu, when he did something that his wudu is no more invalid. Like what? Like we said, he go to the toilet, he touched a lady, he did something like this, then his wudu is invalid. Then this is حين يحدث بعد لبس الخف. Then this is the time when the 24 hours when the time starts. This is when the time starts. After you break your wudu, then this is the time starts. Then this is the time starts. For example, you have wudu in Fajr. You had wudu. You took wudu for Fajr. Then you wear the khufain. Then Dhuhr, you had it, you didn't break your wudu. Asr, you have it, you didn't break your wudu. And after Asr, you break the wudu. Okay, for example, we say 5 o'clock. Okay, 5 o'clock. Again, you go back next day for 5 o'clock, then you have it. Then this is your time finished. The time finished. I.e. you can use for many salat. You had your khuf, dhuhr, asr, then maghrib, isha, then fajr, again, dhuhr, asr. For many salats, this is the time, this is how the times counted. After you break the wudu, this is when, and you took the wudu, again, this is the first moment that the day started on that moment, on that khufain. When we said 1 day, i.e. after that you break the wudu. After you break the wudu, and you had the wudu, new wudu, then that's the time it starts. I.e. from 5 o'clock, like we said, when you break the wudu, then again next day until the 5 o'clock, you have the right for 1 full day to wipe your hand on the khufain. This is the timing. Same thing for the traveler. Traveler has the 3 days and 3 nights. So wise, after he break the wudu, then he counts 3 days. Maybe, like we said it now, sometimes more than 5 salat. Sometimes more than 5 salat. You use it with the khufain. But as long as the timing is correct, then you can use that thing. Another topic is to do with the khufain. فإن مسح في السفر ثم أقام أو مسح في الحضر ثم سافر أتم مسح المقيم. Sheikh says that if you are someone in the city you're from London, you're from any other city, you're inside the city, you live in the city, and you started the day, and you're traveling, and you start travel, or you're a traveler, and you arrived in the city. What is the hukum in this? What is the rules, Islamic rule on this matter? The Islamic rule on this matter is that you are not traveler and you are not a muqim. You have to, you are counted as a muqim. You are not a traveler to say because you were in the city and you went out, you say I'm a traveler, I do 3 days. Or you're a traveler, you arrive to the city, you say I'm still a traveler. No, you are a muqim. You are someone that stayed in the city. Then in this occasion, you only have 1 day and 1 night. 1 day and 1 night, not 3. You are not a traveler to say I have a 3 days and 3 nights. No, you have 1. So if you're in a city, you're in a city, you have khuffain, you wear the khuffain, and you want to travel, or you're a traveler and you arrived, you have 1 day only. You do not have a 3 days. I hope this is clear, and it is important that we should know, because some people they say, no, I'm a traveler, I have a right. Traveler has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him a right to do things that others has not that right to do that. And I'm a traveler, I have a 3 days and 3 nights. No, in here, in Masah al Khuffain is different. It's different than the matter of you do qasr of the salat. You make the salat 2 rakat, from 4 rakat, 4 rakat, 2 rakat, 2 rakat. It's different occasion. Masah al Khuffain is different than salat. That's why if you're a traveler and you arrived, or you're in the city and you travel, is 1 day, is not 3 days. I hope this is clear, and this is the end of the today's lecture. Inshallah, we will come back with another lecture. هذا والله أعلم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Peace and blessing be upon all of you, brothers and sisters.